Welcome to Mr. Rehak's 25 Things to Know About the ACT English Test. Everything I'm going to tell you is easy and will help you score well on the ACT. I guarantee it. Rule number 21. Remember, the subject must follow an introductory phrase immediately. Here's an example of a sentence that's wrong. Having stolen the money, the policeman chased the thief. Here's why it's wrong. Having stolen the money is the introductory phrase. Then the subject must follow the phrase immediately. So the sentence should read, having stolen the money, the thief was chased by the police. Note that the subject follows the introductory phrase. Rule number 22. Know how to use dashes correctly. Dashes are generally seen on the ACT only a couple of times, but because hardly anyone uses them, they are confusing. Here's when to use a dash. Dashes are used when a writer wants to make an aside or a side comment that is not absolutely necessary for sentence understanding, but the writer thinks will help you understand. Here's an example. The ACT is a fun and easy test. Dash. So fun and easy it's hard to imagine students not smiling all the way through it. Dash. But then again, I don't have to take it. Notice that my aside or digression is separated by a pair of dashes. If you see a dash on the ACT test, it should have another set of dashes in the same sentence, if the aside is in the middle of a sentence. If the aside ends the sentence, it's okay to have only one dash in the sentence. For example, she was hungry, dash, so hungry she ate all the chocolate in the bowl. Usually, however, the test writers make it so that the dashes are asides in the middle of a sentence. So you need one in the front of the aside and one after the aside. And here's another website for you to check this out. Rule number 23. Know the difference among the words nevertheless, however, but, yet, as a consequence, despite, and in spite of. These words are on the test quite often. Nevertheless means even still or even though. However means nevertheless, or on the other hand, and yet. However can also mean in whatever way you can do something. For example, however you do it, just pass the test. But is like an except or save. Yet is even though. As a consequence, or consequently, is as a result of, therefore, and despite is in spite of, even though. Now, some of these words are reversals and some of them are not reversals. When I say reversal or not a reversal, I mean check to see if the meaning of a sentence is changed by subsequent phrases. I've given you an example of what's a reversal and what's not a reversal, but here's one. I would have liked the party, but she was there. The word but in this case indicates a reversal of the initial phrase, I would have liked the party. On the other hand, we use non-reversal words if a sentence is not changed by a subsequent phrase. For example, I forgot to check the gas gauge in my car, and as a consequence, I ran out of gas. I ran out of gas is not a reversal of fortune, but a consequence of not checking the gas gauge. Rule number 24. Watch out for sentences which aren't sentences. They're fragments. Fragments which aren't sentences should be easy to spot, but the ACT test writers will try and hide them. For example, you can't write, when you are old, semicolon, you will appreciate life more. Why? Because when you are old is a sentence fragment, and because it is incomplete, a semicolon cannot be used in this instance. Rule number 25. Relax. You know more than you think. Review the rules I have presented and don't let the distractors get you. If you stay calm, you get a good night's sleep, you eat breakfast, and you stay focused during the test, you'll be fine. One final point. Everyone gets tired during the test. Everyone's mind drifts. Don't let this bother you. Just keep reminding yourself to stay focused. Everyone gets tired. Everyone thinks about other things. Just constantly return to focus. Remind yourself of the rules before you go into the test, and then have fun. This is the end of Part 5. Congratulations! You now know 25 key tips that will help you on the ACT English test. Thanks for watching.